All right, here we go. Crunchy Black. Welcome back to Vlad TV.
Hey man, I'm happy you had me back on here because I know I was a little wild the last time that I was on here, and I just want to say I'm sorry. You know, I think I was just a little happy because you put me on this big platform. A lot of people don't get to see me a lot.
Hey man, it's our honor. It's our honor to have you on this platform.
I appreciate it.
Here you are. This is what, your third, fourth time back?
Yeah. I'm on your ass, nigga. Not you.
Here we go.
Not you. I'm talking about somebody else.
Okay. Well, unfortunately, it's a very sad day today. DMX just passed away at 50 years old.
50 years old. My brother, DMX, you know, Rough Riders in the building. But at the most, DMX. We used to do shows, 3 6 Mafia used to do shows where DMX and them was there, and they just, me, Lord Infamous and DMX just connect. We clicked, hung out, did a lot of shit. Could have been the drugs, but hey, it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, such a legendary artist.
Yes.
He was the only rapper to have his first 5 albums go number 1.
Right. And
I believe he's the first rapper to have 2 number 1 albums in the same year.
In the same year, yep. No, you're right.
Yeah, it's a tragedy. We were actually in the process of scheduling an interview with him. We had been, for 2 months, we were trying to figure out a date, and we kept trying to do it. And then at one point, he kind of disappeared a little bit, and then he popped back up again. And me and his manager Craig were trying to work it out.
Craig.
And then out of nowhere, like on this Monday, we were supposed to start scheduling it again, and then Friday this happened. Last Friday, we heard about the heart attack, and he had been essentially on breathing machines this whole time.
Right. But they had said that they took him off the breathing machine.
No, that was a rumor. That's not true. That's not true. Because actually, I was talking to his people every day since that happened.
Right.
And once he got into the hospital, he was essentially not there anymore. He was relatively brain dead. He was on a breathing tube the whole time. He never got better. And I mean, his family had to make the choice this morning to take him off. And I'd actually spoken to his people last night, and his organs were starting to fail. So there really wasn't that much time left.
Yeah, man. I'm talking about, it's a lot of people don't die. And, you know, I really feel this one right here. You know what I'm saying? DMX was my dog. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna get too many real rappers that really mean what they say. What if it's for the Lord or just being a thug in the street? You get what I'm saying? He really meant everything he said. He prayed like crazy. So me, I'm gonna tell you just how I felt when I found out, whether it was a rumor at first or not. I was like, how can he pray all this time, even on albums, and God still didn't hear his prayer? To me, I feel like he asked to go ahead and leave. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel. I could be wrong. You know, sometimes we go through so much where we'll just ask to be took off this earth. And a lot of people don't understand that, and they be praying for us, but we don't already, you know what I'm saying, ask for what we want.
Well, X had a lifetime struggle with drugs. Since before he became a rapper. You know, since before he ever got signed or put out his first single or whatever else. And what was interesting, because when I was talking to his people about it, if you look at him in the last 6 months, he had actually kicked the drugs.
Right.
That's why he got so heavy. If you look, he had always been skinny.
Yeah. I saw him on Swiss Beats. I saw him on, you know, I'm following all the superstars because, you know, I really fuck with all the superstars. And they fuck with me, but I follow them anyway, and I see him on everything when he was getting healthy and shit. And when I heard about this shit, I'm like, damn. You know, 3 6 Mafia was doing the 3 6 Mafia reunion tour, and he was on a couple of shows, and he kind of relapsed.
Really?
Yeah, he kind of relapsed on one of the shows that we supposed to did in Memphis, which was in Mississippi, and he didn't show up. And they said he didn't show up because he went to check himself in rehab.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it was a real struggle. It was a real struggle because he started so early. And then you add all the money and the fame and the accessibility, and everyone wants to hang out with you, and everyone wants to do whatever it takes to hang out with you. So if you want them to go get something, they'll figure out a way to go get it just to be around you.
Right. And that's the reason why I have this guy all in the picture now, because he one of the guys that make sure I don't do a lot of this stupid shit that I've been doing. You get what I'm saying? You know, a lot of times you'll figure something out that you'll think some shit is cool, and it really ain't. You just really need another opinion on what you're trying to do so you can make sure. And he always keep me level right. Even though, you know, the women I'm messing with, you don't get me away from around them too.
The shows that you guys did with DMX and the times you guys hung out, are there any interesting stories that you could share?
I love telling this story. I think we was in Miami, and Paul probably can let you know I'm telling the truth. Or Juicy or Boo. But we was in Miami. I think we were doing Jack the Rappers. All labels come together and they bring all their artists to a city and they just act a damn fool for 3-4 days or some shit like that. They call Jack the Rapper. And we was in Miami in this hotel that was, all the room was inside and they had like a lot of floors going up in a circle. And this nigga DMX was hanging off the wrong side, or way up high. He was hanging off the joint. He was like clammed over the rail, hanging off that joint and hollering, "My dogs!" And everybody down at the bottom was hollering, "Woo, woo, woo," doing the dog shit and the Rough Rider shit. And Master P started hollering, "Hoo-dee-hoo!" And then everybody started hollering, "Hoo-dee-hoo," you know what I'm talking about? Yeah. That's something DMX did that I was like, what in the fuck is wrong with this nigga? But I knew what's wrong with him. He just left my room when we was getting high. Nah, I'm bullshit. I'm just bullshit.
Well, 3 6 Mafia has, what I would say were like the original drug rappers in terms of talking about taking drugs and actually doing it in real life as well. From lean to cocaine and everything else like that. Were any of the members ever had heart attacks or ODs or anything else like that?
Well, Coop and Lord Infant, they died, but they didn't die off drugs. Coop had an aneurysm and Lord Infant had a stroke. That's what I heard. And I heard it from Lord Infant when he was down. Nah, I'm bullshit. I heard it from Paul. Paul said Lord Infant had a stroke, and then Coop had an aneurysm in his brain. There's some shit that happened in your brain, but no, I don't think none of us actually OD'd or no shit like that. We had Juicy. Juicy is a big, Juicy is the father of all the 3 6 Mafia. He would tell you, nigga, if you do too much, we find you. And he'll find the fuck out of you. And Paul will be with him with that shit. But I appreciate them niggas for them fines. You know what I'm saying? I'm still here because if it wasn't for the fines, I probably would be getting high as fuck. You get what I'm saying?
Oh, so Paul or Juicy would actually fine you guys money if you guys were messing around?
Not if we was getting high, if we let the drug get in our way of studio, shows. You know what I'm saying? Important stuff that they would set up for us because we wanted them to do it. And that was their job. And then we come behind them when they set up big shit like this, and then we don't show up. Or we show up fucked up on drugs. You get what I'm saying?
Got it. Now, I mean, when you talk about Lord Infamous and Coopster, they may not have specifically died while taking drugs, but they died of relatively young men. So do you think that all the drug use contributed to that?
I'm not going to shoot my people down. I'm just not going to do it for nobody. But like I said, I think Lord M had a stroke and Coop had an aneurysm, but drug could have had something to do with it. And it could have been part of his aneurysm doing what he did and his stroke doing what he did. But, you know, hey, man, drugs is a bad thing. Cocaine is a hell of a drug. No, that was, what's the nigga say? He said, cocaine was a hell of a drug. But, yeah, I just think everybody just needs to stay focused. If you do music, stay focused on music. If you are an entrepreneur, stay focused on, you know, trying to make something happen for you and your family. Drugs is just a thing that's going to get in your way by the devil. You know, the devil going to always pop up on us. And if you're not strong enough, you're going to do whatever he put in front of you.
Yeah, I had, when I was 23, one of my really close friends, he overdosed and died off cocaine. And I remember being at that funeral and saying, I'm never going to try this. Just because if I see that this is the result of that,
right.
at 23, you know, a young, healthy guy, you know, it could kill him. I said, all right, I'm never going to try it. I'm good. You know, not to say I haven't dibbled and dabbled. You know, I've tried ecstasy and, you know, I've tried acid and I've done mushrooms, but I left the cocaine alone. I've left the pills alone. I've left the heroin alone. You know, I smoke weed every day and that's about it for me.
No, way to go. Because if you do it in the other drug, we call you Glad TV. We call you High TV. High TV. But now you're right. I just think, like Juicy said the last time you was talking to me, we did the interview. You said Juicy was like, you know, if he had anything to do with people that doing drugs, then he's sorry and he won't, you know, apologize and shit. I'm just like, nigga, hey, do it. Do it, nigga, do it. Nah. No, I just set that up so I can have fun just there. No, but yeah, keep it cool, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Sip your syrup, do your drugs, but don't do too much of it. I can't tell them don't do it, Glad. You know they're going to do it anyway.
They're going to do it anyways. You're talking about grown people, you know, who have driver's licenses and have kids and have a job.
Half them folks ain't got driver's license.
Do what they want.
Half them folks ain't got driver's license and insurance, and they got Bentley coupes and shit. They ain't got no insurance. Nigga, it's just pills.
Well, DMX left behind 17 children.
Oh my God. Yeah, I remember he was telling me that. Now, at the time, I think he was telling me he had 16, but he had a new one after I talked to him the last time. So I think, he got a new baby.
Yeah, a lot of kids, anywhere from a few months old to, I think, in their 20s.
Yeah.
Very, very big family, you know, so there's a lot of heartache, a lot of sadness that's going on right now.
I'm going to send my condolences to him right now, you know what I'm saying? Country Black, 3-6 Mafia, Hard Hit Money Gang, you know what I'm talking about? Send our condolences to you, because, you know, when, like I said, my daughter got killed and a lot of people send it out to me. I know. They send it out to me, and I'm like fucking tired of y'all constantly saying send y'all condolences. So stop sending this shit to me, cause y'all gonna make me be bad. No, I'm just telling. You know, when you constantly hear somebody say they send you condolences on your child being dead, and you trying to be good and not go do some crazy shit, it just keeps sparking it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I really want to say, I appreciate it to everybody who said it. Just let's leave that alone. Now, you can talk about it after, you know, I know you wanted to say something about it and we go back on it. But I'm just saying, everybody who's sending their condolences, I appreciate you. I love you. But sometimes when I'm alone and that shit pops up on my phone, it drives me crazy.
Yeah, it brings up all the emotions again.
Right. It drives me crazy. Yeah. So if you like me a lot, just don't say it. I appreciate it.
Well, before we get off this topic, what is your all-time favorite DMX song?
Oh, I had a bunch of them motherfuckers. And me, myself, I would say, God, give me a sign.
Okay.
I would, because sometimes I feel like that. I need a sign. What if it's a kid walking up to me, telling me something that I needed to hear, or a grown person sitting me down and saying, nigga, you're doing too much. You get what I'm saying? And even if they do that, I need the sign. I love when the whole song, and I love the concept of the song, and I love what he said about the song, because he said he was signed to Sony, and he tried to put that song out through Sony, and they didn't like that he was trying to put that type of song out of the songs he put out before then. So they wanted him to put out another song, and he said that he wanted to put out that song because, you know, we have emotions and feelings too. And that was his feeling for him to come back to that new album that he came to with that song on there. So I liked that song.
I think the actual name is Lord Give Me a Sign. But
well, you know, hey, nigga. Nah, my fault. I call you a nigga. You know, I know everything I say, these fucking fans gonna say. And I don't want to say it. Cause they crazy.
My favorite song is Rough Riders Anthem. That's my shit.
No, I liked it too, but it was too obvious. Niggas on bikes. It was so cool to me that DMX was there, had all this niggas with him and had all that bag up, but he was still giving the young people knowledge of believing in something. You know, they say you either believe in something or fall for anything. You get what I'm saying? And for the people who's paying him a lot of attention and the things that he said in that song probably helped a lot of us. You know what I'm saying? So I was used to him talking roof, but I wasn't used to him just actually, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It touched me.
Well, rest in peace, DMX. One of the greatest to ever do it. Music will live on forever.
Yeah, he didn't sound like nobody. That's what I'm trying to do. So I'm not really trying to sound like none of the rappers got something going on right now, and I like all of them, especially the ones from Memphis. But I actually like a lot of rappers, just because they saying good shit sometimes. But. Mm-hmm. Yeah. DMX was cold.
Yep. Well, just today it was announced that Mac from No Limit was granted clemency after doing 21 years.
Mac?
Yep.
Oh, he finna get out?
Yep.
Oh, no. Mac is one of the niggas that's like me. I ain't too bad my damn self, but Mac is a real nigga. You know what I'm saying? Mac is a real nigga. And when I met him a long time ago, when Paul and them was interacting with No Limit and Cash Money and shit, you know what I'm saying? Me and Mac ended up bumping into each other a lot. And we talked a lot. You know what I'm saying? So Mac, way to go. Way to go.
Yeah, I mean, I interviewed him over the phone. Must have been about 5-6 years ago. And, he just talked about the whole situation. It was a shooting that happened in a club, which he claimed it wasn't him.
It wasn't him, yep. And they arrested him for it. Yeah, I remember that. Like, I'm going to tell you honest God truth. I don't be with this internet shit. But since I've been doing Vlad TV, I had got a shirt made called Don't Get Mad, Get Glad. You know what I'm saying? TV.
Yep.
But I'm going to wear it on the next show. And I was saying that, like, these motherfuckers don't blame this man for a shooting that he didn't do. But we got to think, if we out here being a badass, your name might get called. You get what I'm saying? And when your name get called, you might get picked for that problem that's been going on. You get what I'm saying? So I think it's just got to be cool. I'm glad he finna get out because I need him on the song. Bad.
Oh, yeah, man. Really cool dude. Like, we had a real great conversation. Very humble, very honest.
Yeah.
I can't imagine doing 21 years. That's just crazy to me.
Wow, I couldn't imagine doing 21 years. Hey, I'm going to be like 50 Cent, nigga. I'm the gingerbread man. You got to catch me. I am not finna be doing 21 years. And if I have to, I hope y'all send me some commissary money.
Well, C Murder is still locked up.
Yeah, C Murder's still locked up. I fuck with C Murder. Anybody should know nigga fuck with C Murder. Me and C Murder, what's her name? Mia X said, Clutchy. I was talking to Mia X a couple of days ago, a couple of weeks ago. She said, Clutchy, you like the C Murder of 3 6 Mafia. I love her. She's so funny. She said I'm like C Murder. I'm nothing like C Murder. C Murder ruthless as a motherfucker. Hey, I'm nothing like. I went down to New Orleans. I hang out with Baby them. Them niggas had choppers on the seat. Ain't no motherfucker riding in Memphis with no choppers on the seat. And if there is, I don't know their ass. Them niggas can't pick me up at the airport with choppers on the seat. I got ready to get in the back seat. It's like you just graduated to a chopper. I'm like, nigga, where do I put the bags? You got guns on the back seat. Hey, them niggas was crazy, but I fuck with them like a motherfucker. I fuck with New Orleans and all the New Orleans rappers. I fuck with them.
Well, recently Kodak Black, he was involved in a shooting, and his security guard actually got shot.
I didn't see that one. All I saw is Kodak went to jail. Trump punk ass let him out. I appreciate Trump let him out because I like Kodak. Kodak like me. He don't give a fuck. That little nigga right there. That little nigga right there is so wild. I like Kodak like a motherfucker. So Kodak, if you see this shit on Vlad TV, no, Vlad is my hookup. I got a song to send him for Boosie. Kodak, hit up Vlad, nigga. Fuck that bullshit. Y'all always try to say my nigga is the police, but y'all snitch on y'all fucking self. So I'm gonna be the nigga to tell them, Vlad. They snitch on their fucking self and try to blame it on you and all that old bullshit. Nigga, if you don't know you don't supposed to tell this man every fucking thing, then that's your fucking fault when them folks knock on your door. Don't try to say, oh, I did an interview with him, and then they came. Yeah, nigga, because you talk too much. I don't mean to just take over the show, but when we do our shit, I get tired of all them motherfuckers talking about you, and I'll be like, nigga, I know you see the shit I say. Nigga, stop playing. Nigga, get off my page with this shit. All that bullshit. You can't get a motherfucker locked up because we doing an interview with you. No, that's our fault. If we talk too much, you should be able to ask us whatever you want to ask us. And we should be able to answer the way we supposed to answer, my fault. And if we answer that shit trying to look good to motherfuckers, then that's our fault.
Well, I mean, since you mentioned that, it's kind of interesting because when Casanova 2 times got locked up, there was these fake articles that were floating around saying, I'm the reason he got locked up. My interview with him got him locked up, even though we weren't in the paperwork. But what happened was, a few weeks ago, we actually got a copy of the audio from his bail hearing, and the feds actually named Nick Cannon's interview.
Right. No, you're right. So why they talking all that shit? Tell them put something in their asshole, cause they full of shit. It was Nick Cannon. I saw that shit. It was Nick Cannon interview that fucked him up. But it was really his fault. And I fuck with Casanova. He shouldn't have never talked about that shit. He spoke on the gorillas.
Right.
He should have never talked about that. There's some shit you need to talk about, and some shit you do not need to talk about at all. I fuck with Casanova. I
fuck with Casanova. I've interviewed him. You know, me and him talked a few times after our interview.
No.
And, you know, and what happened was in that interview, I mean, exactly what you said. He said, I'm still ape.
Yeah,
you know,
he's
meaning
still ape.
Untouchable gorilla,
yeah,
gorilla
he
stone
said
nation.
that.
And now, but he did say before that, he said, I'm not really part of that, you know.
But he said it. He said it. And when he said it, the feds is looking at the apes.
Right.
And you say
exactly.
that,
yeah,
you automatically fuck yourself up. But let me say this. Where's the friends? Where's the niggas that hung around you that needed the apes? Where's the niggas who fuck with Casanova? He needs you now, nigga. If it's just a little donation of your money that you making because you said you fuck with him, he needs you right now. Not you, but the niggas who said they fuck with Casanova. I feel him when he did the interview talking about the people that he used to fuck with or he fuck with that ain't trying to help him right now.
Yeah. Yeah. And at the end of the day, is Nick Cannon the feds? No. Am I the feds?
No, you ain't the fed, and Nick Cannon definitely ain't the fed. And I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this loud and proud. I'm going to say this loud and proud. And I've been wanting to say this for Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon, you ain't gangster at all, nigga. I fuck with you like a motherfucker, but I fuck with Nick because Nick turned down money. Who the fuck gonna turn down money? This nigga must got money out his asshole to turn down money. Young Dolph did that shit. Young Dolph got all that money came to him, and he like, fuck that. And he doing good right now.
Yep.
Dolph doing great like a motherfucker. Dolph is doing good. And I'm just bringing Dolph up because I heard that they say Memphis rappers is #1 rappers these days right here. We're doing so good. Dolph, Young Key Glock, Big 30, Yo Gotti. Well, not Yo Gotti doing. He's doing a great job as putting out artists that, you know what I'm saying, mean something in the street. Meaning Moneybagg Yo and what's my boy name? Black Youngster. That's my nigga right there. Moneybagg Yo is like a cousin in real life. Moneybagg Yo is like my cousin in real life. But Black Youngster, I folk they little nigga. I love that little nigga. That little nigga right there. So, oh wow. Hey, Black Youngster, if he wasn't on the wrong side, he ain't on the wrong side. He's a killer. I fuck with Black Youngster. I don't know what to say about Black Youngster because I like this little nigga so much. You see this little nigga snippets and shit, this nigga be wild. Yeah. I love that little nigga. I promise I do. Let me sit up straight. I love Black Youngster. Moneybagg Yo, he political straight. He wild as fuck too. That's my cousin for real. If you look this shit up like you need to, Moneybagg Yo is my real cousin. But that nigga is political straight. He's not gonna let you know who he is. And I appreciate him for that. Cause I'm stupid. I'm kicking in your doors.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, when you sit down and do an interview, it's up to you what you want to put out there. I can't get no information out of you if you don't say it. I'm going to ask the questions that everyone wants to hear, but it's up to you. You know, a lot of times, because I get interviewed myself by people, and a lot of times I'll say ahead of time, hey, I don't want to talk about this, this, and this.
Yeah,
I'll tell them ahead of time.
No, when me and you first started this shit, you asked me, and I told you I don't give a fuck.
Yep.
Hey, man, you can talk about my baby mama to send me to jail for guns if you want to. I don't even give a fuck. I'm just saying, I'm talking about this shit. I think my fans need to know Crunchy Black. And more than my fans know Crunchy Black, I mean the real Crunchy Black. Not the shit that we sell to them, but the real Crunchy Black. Then the better it would be for me. No, I ain't doing no acting. I ain't doing no playing. If anybody, last time I had a hat, you remember, I had a hat, kept taking it off, and I promise you, every fucking where I went, motherfucker was in front of me glad, taking their head off and saying, man, you the realest nigga. That shit was funny as a motherfucker. Everybody, you remember when I said I'm gonna take my hat off to a nigga, and you, from the last interview, I promise you, everybody saw that interview and met me, saw me in a mall or anything. They was taking their head off and dropping it on the floor, saying, man, you the realest nigga around. And that's all I'm trying to be. The realest nigga around, respect, morals, and all the other good shit. You know, I don't know all of them. They didn't teach me everything.
Just to finish the Kodak Black thing.
Oh,
So basically, what they said was he was ordering food from McDonald's, and when they started to leave, a vehicle attempted to cut him off.
Right. Yeah.
And then they ended up shooting up the car, and his security guard got shot in the leg.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that. And once upon a time, my son Darion, Bizzle Boy Black, that's his rap name. Darion is his name that we gave him, but Bizzle Boy Black is my oldest son, and Lil Chat's son ended up pulling up at a McDonald's. I think it was a Wendy's. Hold up. Just like Kodak did. But them young niggas had their guns on their side. My son and Lil Chat's son had their guns on the side, and the girl saw the gun. She called the police come and take them to jail because they had guns and shit. Lil Chat's son is still in jail right now. My son, Lil Chat's son is still in jail. Free Duke, Lil Chat's son. And my son is out of jail trying to, keep this rap shit going. But that's similar to the shit that happened to Kodak. But only thing was different that Kodak had a shootout with niggas. Or whatever it was. I'm gonna tell you on the God truth, and I've been wanting to say this shit for a while. I'm not like the old rapper that like to talk about what the young niggas doing, because in real life, 3 6 Mafia, when we was young, we did a lot of stupid shit. You get what I'm saying? All I want to say to them is, nigga, what are you doing? If you making money off shit, why is you doing the same stupid shit you had to do? It's a such thing as changing your life. If you had to rob and steal because you was in the project, okay, cool. You don't have to do it no more. Show somebody that it can be a change. Now, I know everybody know I'm gangster and I talk a lot of shit, but I think I disrespected a partner or a friend of mine the last time I was on here, and I just want to let y'all know that a nigga need to get themselves together. Only leaders lead, followers follow. How can we lead something if we don't being able to follow? I followed Paul and Juicy for years. Now niggas following me. I'm not finna lead them to some bullshit just because I'm full of shit. You get what I'm saying? I'm gonna lead them to what they trying to get to. And I appreciate you for even giving me another try on this shit. And I want you to play this part because I know I acted damn fool the last time. And I'm gonna act a fool later on down in the conversation. I mean, in this video shit, but I'm just saying I'm not gonna act a fool where it's affected to you.
Well, since our last interview, NBA YoungBoy got arrested.
Oh, that's my nigga. NBA, look, but yeah, my young boy, and man, that's my nigga. Like, I don't even listen to a lot of folks' music. But I was saying, what is wrong with these young niggas? Everybody getting fed charges. How the fuck y'all getting fed charges? All these young niggas. I'm like, what in the fuck is rap is doing to a nigga to make you get a fed charge? That's automatic, yo. Hey, but I did hear Rollo finna get out. I gotta speak on Rollo.
Well, there's a bunch of people like Drake and a few other people actually put a letter to Biden to see if they could get him out because, marijuana is now being legalized and he's in there for marijuana. He's transporting a bunch of marijuana, allegedly.
Right.
And hopefully he will get out. I've interviewed him. Me and him were real cool, man. We would get on the phone.
Rollo is a real gentleman, right?
Yeah. 100%.
And look, I'm not going to even say what we'll say from the hood. That nigga is a real gentleman.
Yeah.
Respectful, good guy, love. Yeah. Rollo is a real nigga. I'm going to send a shout out. Free Rollo.
Free Rollo. Free Rock. I remember after our first interview, there was something in the interview that he wanted to take down because he felt it might affect his family. And, every so often when this happens, it goes different ways. A lot of times people call me up and start screaming at me, telling me to take some shit down, and I usually tell them to go fuck themselves. Like, if you want to come with that like me, I'm going to come back with that same energy. But he called me up and he was like, hey, man, listen, he explained the whole situation politely. He said, I know you don't have to do this, but this would really help me out. And I'm like, yeah, man, no problem. I got you.
Hey, that's why I say that man is a real gentleman. Yep. He knows how to move. Mm-hmm. He could have came to you because, most niggas got niggas following him like Rollo got. So they'll come the wrong way. That nigga's a real gentleman. Free Rollo, man. I just got to say that. Free Rollo.
Free Rollo. Free Rollo. But unfortunately, with the NBA YoungBoy situation, he actually had his bond revoked because I guess he had missed a bunch of court-mandated drug tests.
Yeah, but, NBA... I love that young nigga, but he's too wild. And then, I hope I don't get no backlash on this, because his mama still sexy as a motherfucker. But she needs to stop. She needs to stop. Let him do whatever, because he the money. You get what I'm saying? She got to be the mama. And she sexy as a motherfucker, so mama, if you mad at me, call me at 708. Nah. But I'm just saying, she needs to stop letting him just act a fool like that. He gangster as a motherfucker. And he when I heard about this nigga had a Fed charge, I said, damn. And then I found that it was something to do with his girl getting shot in Miami. And then he did some shit where the police, remember the police got him when she got shot because it's supposed to have been a shooting anyway. Now, I don't know if I'm talking too much or not. Slap me behind my head if I am. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I think what he's in for, there was like a video shoot and they found a bunch of guns or something around. And I think it has something to do with that. I'm not exactly sure.
No,
but, you talk about his mother. I interviewed his older brother, NBA OG3, and he talked about how their mother actually abandoned them at 3 years old.
I think NBA, YoungBoy NBA is I like that nigga a lot, just because he stand on what I stand on. But I don't know about what his mama did to him or what they did to them. But young niggas right today, they don't believe in two things. One thing is the rules of the street. And the second thing is the OG to teach them something. So they don't believe in that. Because you hear them young niggas saying, fuck the OG, and OGs don't talk about nothing, we ain't with the OG rules. But nigga, we survived to be an OG because we went by the rules. You niggas going to jail for Fed cases. You niggas got security around you, straight police, 6ix9ine. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, you got to go by the rules. If you go by the rules and the regulation of street code and gangster, then you'll survive without all this bullshit. You go by the shit that you want to go by, your ass gonna be caught up. It is what it is.
Yeah, and he's got so much potential now. Like, he's getting 100, 200,000 a show.
A show, nigga!
Like, he is killing it. He's like the king of YouTube, more views, like crazy. And to be sitting there, and they put out a picture. He's smiling in jail right now, awaiting his trial. But
yeah, he playing.
You got
I know smiling.
You got a bunch of kids. You got all this money. I mean, you're losing millions sitting in that cell right now.
If I try to tell my artists that I'm finna bring out on the Hard Hit Money Game, me and my business partner, I try to tell them that self-preservation, if you learn what that means and what it really means, then you'll be able to move on in life a little bit better than what you're doing. Because a lot of folks think they have to make somebody else believe they're doing something or prove something to somebody else when you really need to prove it to yourself.
Well, with this next topic, now 3 6 Mafia came out, basically the first rap group to talk about the devil, essentially. 3 6, 666 is, the mark of the beast, right?
Right.
Now, you fast forward 2021, and the gay rapper Lil Nas X makes a music video where he actually goes to hell and he gives Satan a lap dance. And then he put out some shoes with a pentagram on it with human blood in it and all that type of stuff. So you being a 3 6 Mafia guy that's dealt with all that type of satanic type imagery and so forth, what do you think about that video and what he's doing?
Hey, man, the devil, when I met him, and I hate to say I met him, but when I met him, it wasn't what Nas showed us. It was the illusion or the I would say illusion of he was a friend more than he was that dude that Nas showed us. You get what I'm saying? The devil would come in my business partner form or come in your form. He would never come in his raw form to a person, period. You get what I'm saying? He always gonna come looking like somebody else, talking like somebody else, acting like somebody else. For Nas to do that, I don't know, Paul. Let me shut up. Paul might don't want me saying this. So let me shut up. Let me just shut up. I don't know. This devil shit, I mean, we did that shit. You know what I'm saying? We did that shit for real. Ain't no way you gonna be able to say 666 Mafia, 666, or none of that shit without actually meeting the man. You get what I'm saying? And we can act like we haven't all our lives. And I'm gonna be the bullshit nigga and tell y'all the truth. Ain't no way in hell the devil came the way Nas said, and it worked that way. It's only gonna work the way that he feel like it need to work. I believe in the Lord a lot. I'm rolling with the Lord. I am one of the Lord's workers. But I also was able to walk in the devil's den without selling my soul. Y'all know I got shot in Vegas. I was in the room that Tupac died in. So that means that I probably need to have been dead. But just because I believe in the Lord more than I believe in the devil, I'm just saying Nas was all wrong. He was all wrong. Stop searching for something that you really don't want to be in. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to talk. No, what you finna say?
No, go ahead. Finish your thought.
No, I'm not going to say nothing about the way he really is. Because, everybody got their own choice. But stop searching for something that you really don't want to be fucking with. You can say the wrong word and he'll show up. And I ain't drunk, I ain't high, I ain't none of that. Paul and them know what I'm talking about.
Okay, so you said you've met the devil before.
I have. I ain't gonna say they have. I can't talk for Paul and Juice and them.
But you have.
I have.
Okay.
And my deal was, I don't know if I should be able to tell you what my deal was. I don't know if I can get in trouble for that shit, Will. But my deal was the type of person I am. The shit that I talk about, I'm able to get away with it just because. I'm not serving him and I'm not giving him my soul, but it's not all about your soul. It's more about getting different people to believe in him instead of believing in the Lord. You get what I'm saying? They said he got cast down to earth because they didn't want him in heaven. And he's the son of the same person of Jesus. You get what I'm saying? Or God. And shit it's just crazy as fuck because, you know, people don't even search for shit like Muslims. Why do we don't like Caucasian people? You get what I'm saying? And we'll follow somebody else shit just because they say it's the shit. You get what I'm saying? And I think it's cool or whatever you might say, but I get you. I'm just saying the devil is real and God is real. Pick your side before it's too late.
Well, remember DMX actually, you know, on his first 3 albums, there was that one song, you know, he had that song where he was talking to the devil and to God.
Yeah.
The Damien songs.
Yeah.
Remember that? And then I remember he was on Dr. Phil a while back, and he said that Satan actually approached him 3 times.
Right. And I ain't gonna even like to, like, and I fuck with you like, this is the reason why I'm giving you a lot of gems. And I'm taking you a little further than we always go. Yeah, he right. The nigga approached me too. It's just I was smart enough not to sell my soul. I was smart enough to be able to make a negotiating on some bullshit instead of my soul. You get what I'm saying? And I thank my grandmama for that, because my grandmama and a couple of my aunties for that, because they introduced me to the Lord way before I met the devil. You get what I'm saying? And I believed in the Lord more than I believe in the devil at any time. So I'm like on some slick shit with him when I can say this type of shit to you, but never sold my soul. You get what I'm saying? Niggas selling their soul for this music, this weak ass jewelry. You know what I'm saying? Just so they can have something and prove to somebody else they somebody. I said, a child never asked to be here, but yet have a purpose for being on this earth. So you don't have to sell your soul to be who you're supposed to be. You just got to know who you're supposed to be and be that person. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, has there been any updates in the case with your daughter's murder?
Well, the last time I talked to you, her brother called me and said that the dude that they caught and they put in jail, they gave him a bond and they let him out. Yeah. But I had a key to my city, thanks to Paul and Juicy. I had a key to the county, thanks to Paul and Juicy. So Memphis know me. I think they just did that shit so I can fuck up and be stupid. You get what I'm saying? But thanks to Paul and Juicy again, and I really would say to Juicy, thanks for Juicy for being a stand-up guy and showing me that morals and the shit that we're supposed to look past, you're supposed to look past until that time comes. And that's some shit he taught me, Juicy J.
Well, I mean, speaking of the devil, right now, Derek Chauvin, his trial is underway. You know, the cop who killed George Floyd.
George Floyd, yeah.
I guess, you know, his lawyers are going to try to prove that George Floyd died of a drug overdose and not this man's knee on his neck. And they actually had a lung specialist talk about, literally break down how Derek killed him like minute by minute. It's like, okay, here you see he can't breathe. He's trying to lift himself up, and he's calling out for his mother who had already died. And he basically, this cop held his knee on his neck for 2 minutes after he was dead.
And I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you this. In order to be an ambulance person, a cop, a fire department, or anything that has anything to do with rescuing you, to making sure you can still breathe, they teach you what this man did to George Floyd. You know what I'm saying? His knee on that certain part of this man's body, he knew he was going to die. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't no secret. It wasn't no nothing. You know what I'm saying? He knew if he pressed down on this man's throat like this, and he was going to die. You know what I'm saying? You cutting his breath off. He can't breathe. The shit that he's saying because it's actually happened. I can't breathe. Who the fuck gonna piss on themselves and shit on themselves? Lord Infamous did that because he had a stroke in his sleep. By him putting his knee on George Floyd's neck like that, he knew he was gonna kill that man. How can you put your knee on anybody's throat, anybody's neck, and they're not gonna stop breathing? This man shitted on himself and pissed on himself, hollering that he want his mom. I'm gonna tell you what I found out, and I don't know if everybody found this out or not, but the guy that put his knee on George Floyd's neck worked at a Mexican restaurant as a security.
Right.
Both of them was police officers. Both of them weren't police officers, but both of them was security in this club for years.
Mm-hmm.
And he didn't like George Floyd at all that time. Why? I don't know. I haven't found out why he didn't like him, but he didn't like him. A lot of people said that. So when he put his knee on his neck, he was actually trying to be low down and kill that man. Now, he probably didn't think about killing him, but he might as well put his fucking knee on the nigga's throat.
I mean, do you think that Derek Chauvin is going to get life in prison or a major sentence, or do you think they're going to let him go?
I think they're going to let him go. Because in this life that we living in right now, certain people got leeway and police got leeway. No matter what they do and how they do it, to which race they do it to, they have leeway. They're going to be able to survive and go through whatever they got going on. Whether they shoot us, kill us, choke us, put the fucking knee on us, or whatever they do, they're going to survive. But I got one thing I got to say, and I'm going to say it right now, that for the black people and the Caucasian people that like the African American people, as long as we stick together, they is not going to be able to do it.
There you go. There you go. There you go. Well, in lighter news, did you watch the elevator fight with Quavo and Sweetie?
Yeah, Sweetie. Hey, Quavo, I fuck with him. It was his fault for doing something that man doesn't do. And we only do it when we fall in love. You get what I'm saying? And I'm not saying he was in love. I'm just saying I'm going to put it like this. A lot of times we lust it more than we love it. You get what I'm saying? So I'm going to say Quavo was lusting over Sweetie until he found out that Sweetie didn't like him at all. You get what I'm saying? And here come this elevator shit. Yeah, I don't think she liked him. Did you see what she was doing? She was putting out message to women that was false. If he ain't buying you a Birkin, send him back to the street. Bitch, and I hate to say it, bitch, what are you doing for him? Besides head and coochie. He buy you a Land Rover, what's that car? Because, you know, I don't drive all that shit. Maybach truck. He bought her all this shit and this purse, and she couldn't respect him enough to not go online talk about if he don't buy you a Birkin, he's not a real guy. Throwing back to the streets. Quavo shouldn't have knew it. He should have knew he from Atlanta. But see, that was the problem. He's from Atlanta. Atlanta guys want a ball, and they're going to buy the best for the women that they've messed with. You get what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. I heard Dolph say he buying his women all this shit. Key Glock, he ain't thinking about them bitches. What's her name? Black Youngster, mad at his baby mama. You know what I'm saying? My cousin, Moneybag Yo, he said he don't like nobody. You know what I'm saying?
Well, wait, no, Moneybag Yo bought Ari a Lambo truck.
Yep, he did. But
he did.
I'm not gonna knock him for that. You know why? That's his baby mama /
Nope, that's not his baby mama.
That ain't his baby mama?
No, he don't have no kids with her.
That's who?
That's G Herbo, baby.
G Herbo?
That's G Herbo's baby mama, exactly.
Oh, what the fuck? Now, see, y'all just telling me something like that. I don't mean no harm. I ain't buying a bitch a hot dog. Look, hey, for all the women out there.
Not a hot dog even?
Look,
really?
You really, nigga.
Really?
I am not buying a bitch a hot dog. For all the women out there, when you see Crunchy Black, just keep walking, bitch, because I am not fucking with y'all. You're not getting a car, a purse, or none of that shit. Unless you bringing some money in. Making easy money, pimping hoes in style. If you ain't bringing no money in, bitch, your ass, them fake titties, that fake ass ain't gonna do nothing for me. I don't mean no harm. I hope we get I hope you making some money off this one. Cause I'm like, fuck the bitch, man. I don't mean no harm at all. I'm not buying a girl, a female, a woman, a bitch, a whore, a nobody, nothing like that. I don't give a fuck if I got it to give. But I got 4 kids right now that want everything in the world. Why would I give to a bitch that's just fucking me or sucking me? That's why I like Boosie a lot. Cause that nigga is not going. He don't mind giving your bitches a little money, but she got to do what she got to do. Hey, every time I have a girl around me, and they'll tell you, and they're gonna laugh when they see this, I said, I like them nasty, nasty, bitch. If you ain't nasty, I ain't fucking with you. Like my business partner tell you that. He try to stop me all the time. He's the best. This nigga don't, let me just shout him out right quick. He don't drink. He don't smoke. He don't do none of this shit. So the shit I do, if it wasn't for this nigga right now, and I ain't got Paul and Juicy like I always had, I wouldn't have shit. This nigga been making sure I eat. When I go to jail, this nigga come and get me. Now, he don't told me to calm the fuck down. You can't keep coming to get me, but this is a real friend. A real business partner. A real friend. Real talk. And I got some more friends right now I'm going to talk about later on. The studio we're in. The people you talk to.
Okay, now, I remember, just today, Quavo actually put out a little snippet of a song where he talked about taking the Bentley back from Sweetie.
I thought he took it back. I thought they said he took it back.
Well, it was a rumor, and it still might be a rumor, but he's rapping about it now. So we'll see if it's really true or not.
Yeah, I thought they said that he sent the repo people to take the car back from the bitch. Because he was smart enough to not cash out on that car, but do that lease shit. You know what I'm saying? So he was smart. I think he leased that car so he was able to send them over there and tell a bitch, give my car back. And Sweetie, she's a typical, as I'm saying, like typical bitch. No, she's a typical bitch. Hoes always, and that's the reason why, and this part of this interview, I'm finna go in on these bitches. Hoes always trying to get something for nothing. Listen to me. And I'm gonna say this, can I scoot up just a little bit? Listen to me, bitches. Dick is more important than pussy at the same time. Hey, just as well as you can sell your pussy, I can go sell my dick. Now, it's just a different from you selling your pussy and trying to whip it on the nigga. But if I'm focused enough, I'm gonna whip the dick on a bitch. And she gonna have to pay me for what I'm doing for her. That's the reason why I say I'm pimping. And I ain't mad at you hoes. I ain't been coming my way, but y'all been all in my DMs since I've been on Vlad TV / Vlad TV. But one day I'm gonna get one of you bitches that really wanna make something happen. I had one or two, and I ain't mad at y'all. But stop playing these whole ass games. Fall in love with a nigga. Get to know me before you get to hate me.
Well, since our last interview, me and Boosie had another interview.
Yeah.
And one of the things that started to go viral was some of the comments he made about Lori Harvey.
Yeah, I feel him.
Right?
Nah, I'm with
And he basically said this, right? And everyone got on him. Everyone got on me too, since I'm the one who's having a conversation with him. But his thing was, a woman like Lori Harvey, you could sleep with a woman like that. She's obviously very attractive, but he wouldn't wife someone like that because she's gone through like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 industry dudes. And he said it like this. He said, look, to me, all these women looking at her saying goals. Well, if you want your daughter, if you want your goal for your daughter to be to fuck a bunch of dudes in the same industry a few months apart, then that's on you. I can't say nothing. But for me, he's saying he don't want his daughters to be like that. And everyone got mad at him.
No, well, my daughter who got killed, she was wild as fuck. But she was wild as fuck because she was just like me. Not saying she's supposed to got killed, but she was wild as fuck. And I have a son that looked just like me, but she was more like me than he ever would be. And she was wild as fuck. So I feel what Boosie was saying when Boosie said, who in the fuck want their daughter to be fucking everybody in the industry to get some recognition of I'm this person when, bitch, you got morals and you supposed to be figuring out what you like in a man and going for that. So if she go, and y'all can put me on there, because I roll with Boosie. You know I told you I bang, 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 bang a nigga for Boosie. So I'm rolling with Boosie. How in the fuck you gonna think you can jump to every superstar that you feel like because you got a nice body and you get on my motherfucking page like y'all did Boosie, and and be all on his shit the next morning. And y'all all on my nigga case. Cause he's telling the fucking truth. It's weak niggas. It's niggas that do what niggas tell them to do. And it's bosses. And when the bosses speak, that's what it is. How can you want your daughter to jump to different superstars till they feel like they comfortable and it's cool? Why you not gonna teach your daughters to get it how they live they self so they wouldn't have to depend on some nigga money? When my kids were coming up as young girls and I had 3 until one got killed, I used to give them $100 all the time until they start saying, Dad, that $100 ain't good enough. I want 2. You get what I'm saying? And that's what Boosie do to his kids. I watched this nigga to death. They say we uncles and daddies and cousins and all this shit. I just like that nigga. I just like Boosie badass. There's a lot of niggas that's around this motherfucker talking shit. This nigga really mean that shit. And you know it too, nigga. That nigga mean that shit. And he's a respectful ass nigga too. He's a respectful ass G.
Yep.
He's not gonna say nothing out of hand. And if he say something out of hand, it was meant to be said.
What did you think when Boosie got mistaken for Flavor Flav recently?
When I stayed in Vegas for 7 years, I got mistaken for Flavor Flav a lot too. Or
really?
Yeah, or I was his son. Or I was some kids of Flavor Flav. I actually know this lady named Vanessa Jackson that know Flavor Flav real well. And you know DJ Paul know Flavor Flav real well. So that make me, not just because DJ Paul know him real well, it's just because DJ Paul know him and been around him, and I be around Paul all the time. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people think me and Paul don't fuck off, or me and Juicy don't fuck off, but y'all got to be crazy as a motherfucker that we don't fuck off with each other like we say we do, or like it's supposed to be. Paul and Juicy, Gangsta Boo, Project Pat, and Lil White and Lil Chat, they're my folks. I kill you for them. I hurt you bad for them. If you don't understand that, I don't give a fuck what mode or what attitude they having the day or the next day, but if they call Crunchy Black, your ass in trouble. You can think I was talking that shit when I said I shoot a motherfucker for Boosie. They better ask somebody.
Well, remember, I don't know if you saw it, but when I interviewed Boosie last time, I played that part for him.
I know, I saw it.
He said, oh yeah, man, Crunchy my man.
No, that's why I love that nigga. I just said that I would shoot the nigga that shot you in Houston, right? And Boosie just said, that nigga right there. And he said, that nigga right there, I fuck with Crunchy Black, but that nigga is crazy. But I ain't got a hat on. I got a mask on. But I pull my mask down for Boosie. I pull my mask down for Boosie. I fuck with him for real. It's not got nothing to do with nothing but he's a real nigga. And one real nigga is supposed to look out for another real nigga. No matter what. A lot of Boosie shit that Boosie got going on, he's known way more than me. That's why I say I appreciate you for putting me on this platform. Because people been wanting to catch up with me a lot. But I don't fuck with people like that. But I fuck with Vlad TV. There's a lot of people that don't hit me up, and my business partner will tell you that I be like, fuck them. Paul be trying to get me to get on shit. I be like, fuck them. But Vlad TV, since they said you was getting niggas locked up and shit, I said, hey, get me locked up. I said, hey, get me locked up. Cause nigga, I ain't gonna bullshit. And you ain't gonna be able to get me locked up. So I can let people know that it ain't you. It's you, niggas. Stop talking about shit you don't need to talk about on this man platform. And all of my motherfucking page talking about my brother, Vlad TV, is the fucking police. How can he be the fucking police when he's not giving no information away or nothing? Y'all doing that.
Well, yeah, I mean, recently, I went and took a real serious look at the whole Tory Lanez, Megan Thee Stallion situation.
Right.
Right?
Right.
And from everything I saw and read and listened to, it was established that he shot her. He shot her in the foot.
Right.
Right?
Right.
And in some of my interviews, I said, I will be very surprised if Tory Lanez does not go to prison over shooting this girl. Right. And he started getting my DMs, calling me the police and, calling me the cops and all that type of shit. And I'm like, you stupid motherfucker. Not only are you charged right now facing 20 years over this shooting, this girl got on Instagram Live and told the whole story about how you shot her on Instagram Live. That's now evidence. Right. That's going to be used in the damn courtroom. Right. The only way it's not going to be used if she gets up on that stand and said, I was lying, and then she would get charged with perjury. Yeah. Which she's never going to do. So, your dumbass shot a female, and you're mad at me over talking about the shit? Yeah, and you talking about, I'm going to do interviews now, but I don't want to do Vlad? Like, dumbass?
Yeah, nigga, nobody cares you don't do Vlad. And I saw a little video trying to act like he won the case and all that old shit. He had hoes on his car and shit like that. But we know, just as well as you know, Mr. Tory Lanez, and I heard in the song he gonna say in the song, I don't give a fuck if you like me or not. And I felt like he was talking to me. Hey, nigga, I'm talking to you. Tory Lanez. I don't give a fuck you don't like me. I don't do sweetheart rapping. I'm not gonna tell a bitch I love her when I really don't, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So all that sweetheart singing and shit you doing, no. Don't kick my tail. Fuck him. I fuck with Megan Thee Stallion, and I mean it. I'm not gonna cop out because maybe she was lying or none of that because she was telling the truth. Fuck you, nigga. I would never need you to sing on a song for me unless Juicy J or DJ Paul call you and put me on the song, nigga. Fuck you. You lame as fuck.
Tory Lanez. That's his new name from now on. Tory Lanez.
Right, that was a good one. That was a good one. Tory Lanez.
Tory Lanez, come on, man! You shot a woman. Come on, like who respects that anywhere in the world? Anywhere, I don't care where you are, what neighborhood, what country. Who respects a man shooting a woman?
Hey, the only shooting I did to a woman, it got all on her face. Hey, I'm just bullshitting. I know some shit I say you can't handle. Just erase this shit. They gonna love it though.
Remember our last interview, you flipped out when I told you about how Bobby Shmurda took extra time so Rowdy Rebel can get out early. Now Bobby Shmurda is actually out.
I'm happy this nigga out. If you can set up, now you set the boosting shit up for me, and we're gonna send you the song in a minute after we get off the phone. Okay. If you can set up a song with me and Bobby Shmurda, I would give you some of the money we're gonna make off this shit. I promise I will.
It's all good. I'll do it for free.
Look, I fuck with that.
I've got a lot. Well, I mean, send me the song. I know his manager. I could forward it over. I don't have a relationship with him. I've interviewed him before.
No, see, I know you don't have a relationship. Well, I don't know you don't got a relationship, but send him an email saying Crunchy Black want a song, and then see what they say, and then you will let him know. My business partner, because I have some phone for you. You can text me at any time. I'm like, oh, Black, call me. I'm like a bitch. I ain't like a bitch when you call me. I don't even know what the fuck it is. I like your ass.
Okay, so Bobby Shmurda is not only out, but he's getting a lot of love. A lot of love.
Quavo flew that nigga in with a jet. His mom was out there. They gave him a suitcase full of money. I'm gonna tell you one thing I ended up doing. My business partner, he messed with Bone Thug and Harmony. Who was that? Laser Bone? Yeah. We fuck with Laser Bone. Tough. But what that was,
you're not finna talk about that. You finna talk about that.
No, I'm just finna say, I'm not finna talk about it. I'm just finna say that.
Go ahead.
When they tried to get me on a song and they were dissing Migos, I wasn't with that.
Oh, yeah.
That's just, I'm not with no dissing no other rapper at all. You're never gonna hear Crunchy Black talk about another rapper. Whether he say he a rapper, whether he say he a trapper, whether he say he's a what they call it, drill rapper, or whatever. I fuck with all of them. Ain't no telling what we got to get to or what we got to do to get to where we're trying to be. So I fuck with all of them. But Bone Thugs and Harmony, one of the artists tried to diss the Migos, and then all of a sudden I got a song on my email saying, let's do a song together. And I fuck with Bone just as much as I fuck with Migos. I really fuck with Bone just as much as I fuck with the Migos. But I'm not gonna do no song about no other artists at all.
Well, speaking about Bone Thugs, I was just going through my notes, and I guess DJ Paul said that 3 6 Mafia and Bone Thugs were supposed to have a versus, and they ended up shutting it down.
Yeah, they shut it down, and Paul was telling me about that. And when it comes to Paul and Juicy J, I don't like to talk about the shit that they talk to me about, but I'm going to speak on this. Just because Timberland and Swiss Beats told Paul that they were going to set up a time or a date for them to go against versus against Bone Thug and Harmony. And they didn't show us no love. Bone Thug and Harmony sold platinum and double platinum albums. 3 6 Mafia sold platinum and double platinum albums. Y'all said that y'all only dealing with people that have their accolade of double and double platinum albums. You know what I'm saying? But just because Paul tried to set it up with his friends, Bone Thug and Harmony, y'all tell them to hold up for a minute. Y'all gonna set it up, and they never set it up. How can y'all holler that y'all spreading love when y'all didn't do what people want? Everybody wanted Bone Thugs and Harmony and 3 6 Mafia to do the verses. Everybody wanted that. But here you come with, well, who they just came with? Isaac Hayes or some other? No, I'm
Earth, Wind and Fire, the Isley Brothers.
No, I'm just bullshit. I said Isaac Hayes, but Isaac Hayes is my man from Memphis. But I'll just say Isaac Hayes because I want to put his name out there. But what I'm saying is, you see who they just did it with? That shit didn't even get no numbers. Come on, man. Switch Beats, Timberland. I fuck with y'all for real. Keep doing the good shit. Even though they just sold that shit, But just keep doing the good shit. Don't be on that bullshit because we from the South. Because I know what y'all was doing. Just because we from the South, y'all want to downgrade us because we made double platinum and platinum. You know what I'm saying? And y'all didn't want to do. Niggas had enough time. I hate for folks to play with Paul. And I definitely hate for, wait a minute. I hate for folks to play with Juicy. And I definitely hate for folks to play with Paul.
I mean, speaking of songs, when you look at the biggest songs that 3 6 Mafia performs live, whether it's the whole group or whether it's Mafia 6 or whatever subset that you guys do when you guys tour, what are just the biggest songs that get the biggest crowd reactions?
For me, that I would say is Popping My Collar, Stay Fly, Sipping on Scissors, Riding Spinners. All the songs that Paul and Juicy came up with, or that they artists come up with the chorus to the hook of the song. Them niggas is genius, dog. I don't even give a fuck what nobody say. Them niggas is genius. How can we in 2021 and 2020, you know what I'm saying? That these niggas did song for Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi B, and Moneybagg Yo, Trippie Redd, Travis Scott. I'm just saying, how can these niggas do beats? And then it's so crazy, Vlad. I wanted to call you Glad, but I call you Vlad. But it's so crazy that these niggas is doing the beats to the song that we already did.
Mm.
Them niggas cold, dog.
Well, I mean, Paul and Juicy aren't complaining because that's where the publishing money's coming in.
No, and I get a little bit of that shit. I don't get a lot, but I get enough. Well. I get enough to make sure I'm straight.
Yep.
And I appreciate them niggas for that. They always made sure I'm straight. So I'm just gonna say to everybody right now, if you fuck with Paul and Juicy, you're gonna see me. Candyman. Y'all remember the last shit I said about Candyman? You say my name 3 times, I'm gonna pop up. You ain't gotta say my name. Hold up. My fault, Dad. You gotta say my name 3 times. You can say Paul or Juicy name 3 times, and Crunchy Black still gonna pop up. Leave them niggas alone.
Yeah, I mean, it's not until I really, when me and you start doing more interviews, I start going back farther into the 3 6 catalog. I just didn't realize how many of your songs are being remade, quoted. Like I never realized that A$AP Ferg's Plain Jane, where he goes,
I know
he said suck a dick or nothing. I'm like, I didn't realize that was y'all. That was y'all.
Yeah. All the new artists, and I can recite everybody who don't use one of Paul and Juicy beats, or I can say one of Paul and Juicy's songs that they made up for 3 6 Mafia. And now it's a song for the newest artist that's out here. And it's a hit.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would act funny. Now, I would never act funny with Paul and Juicy, but them niggas look out for me. Even when we had the pandemic, Juicy called him and told him I need Crunchy on dancing in the video.
I remember that.
Yeah.
That was right after our first interview.
Yeah, right.
I remember
right
that.
out of our first interview. So I can, if I had a head on, I can't take this thing off.
Yeah.
Because it's my mask. But if I had a head on, I'd take my head off to you because you had something to do with it.
Thank you. That was enough is enough, right?
Yeah, yep.
Enough is enough. And then I had you dancing, and it was like
had me dancing,
Crunchy Black, 3 6 Mafia, and it was so dope the way he did it. I remember that.
The way he did it. That's the reason why I would never disrespect Paul and Juicy, because the way they do it Fuck how they make it look. It's the way that they do it.
Yeah.
Now they can make it look like it's nobody in 3 6 Mafia but him and Paul. But the way that they do it, they still show love.
You're not
Yep.
even in the video. I got you on that.
Now, me personally, I've taken the vaccine now. I took the Moderna. Are you vaccinated right now or no?
No, I ain't vaccinated right now, but I think this nigga right here, he and I try to talk about this. I don't need to keep talking about this nigga, but
all
this
good.
nigga had COVID and he was on the machine. He almost died. If it wasn't
Really?
for our uncle that came to the house,
Right.
he wouldn't have, our uncle came to the house looking for him to make sure he was straight and found out that he's on his deathbed.
Damn.
And if it wasn't for our Uncle Duke, send big shout out to Uncle Duke for looking out for this nigga. But this nigga look out for all us like Paul and Juice have been doing. You get what I'm saying?
Right. Well, I'll tell you, me personally, 3 of my guests that have been on Vlad TV have died from COVID. Tommy Tiny Lister, who played
Yeah.
Debo on Friday,
Debo,
he died
yeah.
from COVID. He had already gotten it once. He was getting ready to he was looking forward to taking the vaccine, and then he ended up dying from COVID.
Right.
Fred the Godson, the
Fred the
rapper from
God,
New York.
yeah, right.
And this gangster out of Vegas, Frank Collada, older guy, he died from COVID.
Oh,
and then
for
a
real?
fourth,
I
a
didn't
fourth
know
guy.
about that.
Yeah, he died. And then Reggie Wright Jr., who was the head of security at Death Row, last I checked, he'd been on a ventilator for months in the hospital.
They just don't want to take them off.
So me personally, I've taken the vaccine. I feel a lot better. But your man Juicy J, a few weeks ago, kind of caused an uproar. He got on Twitter. He said, if I was you, I wouldn't get vaccinated. I'd wear a mask and take vitamins. And everyone started bringing up some of his old lyrics. Of all the stuff that he said he did. People are like, people saying, also Juicy J, take the blunt, dip it in the lean, then light it, pop a Molly, drink some orange juice, get higher. Also Juicy J, about to fuck that bitch raw, about to roll the dice. And I guess the point was, if anyone is telling you to be careful, Juicy J's probably not the person to tell you to be careful.
Right.
That's all people were saying.
No, what I would say is, get it how you live, or don't live at all. If you feel like you need to take the vaccine, I try to teach my artists and the people around me self-preservation. What happened for you when you focus on self-preservation, that's you come first. So if you feel like you need the vaccine, you better take that shit. Don't let somebody else dictate what you do. Do what you think is best for you. If you tell yourself you're not doing cocaine, you're not going to smoke weed, you're not going to sip drink, you're not going to pop pills, it's only going to be affected if you say it to yourself and you mean it. Then you'll learn how to not lie to somebody else about something that you say you're not going to do. If you keep it real with yourself, you'll keep it real with everybody else. That's how I feel. Now, I could be wrong too.
Hey, man, listen. If you want to take it, cool. If you don't want to take it, cool. It is what it is.
Hey, if you don't take that shit, I'm saying you right now, there's a lot of shit you ain't going to be able to get into. Because
Correct.
in a minute, we're going to have to prove that we took the test or took the shot to be able to get into a lot of shit.
Yeah.
We ain't going to have to get that little thing to take your temperature. We're going to have to show paperwork that we took the test. You get what I'm saying? And that's the only way we're going to survive in this part of the world or this world that we live in, is we got to take the test. I mean, we got to take the vaccine. And if you don't take the vaccine, that's your fault when the bullshit comes.
Yeah.
Just like the
Yeah.
PP loans and all this shit. For all you stupid motherfuckers that got them loans and not open up a business, and when they come to you and tell me you got to pay them back, and you don't have a business open to be able to what they say, revenue, get the money up to pay your loan off, it's gonna be your fault. It was designed for us to owe money and be set back. Cause a lot of stupid ass black people, and I'm gonna say it, y'all can take it the way y'all want to take it. And Vlad didn't tell me to do this. He ain't gonna get me locked up for this. He ain't gonna do none of that shit. He ain't got shit to do with this. You stupid ass motherfuckers supposed to took their money and opened up a business. If you cutting grass, you cutting grass. If you're doing nails, you doing nails. If you sucking dick, you sucking dick. You open up a company that says that you suck dick for a living. And that's cool. Just as long as you can pay that money back. Now, if you don't be able to do that, I hate to tell you, you're going to be in a fucked up position when they want their money back.
Yeah. And a lot of people are going to end up going to prison over that bullshit.
They finna go to prison.
Yeah,
Look,
I mean,
they finna go to prison.
to ball out for a couple of months and buy a bunch of shit you've always wanted. They're gonna figure out where that money went. You're gonna end up going to prison.
Right.
You know, you're gonna ball out for 2 months, end up doing 2 years in prison. It's not worth it.
But white collar crime only amount to so many years. It ain't like you're gonna get a lot of years or nothing like that. When I was watching what's that, The Greed?
Yeah.
American Greed, I was like, damn, I can do this and only get a couple of years? But I'm out here shooting niggas and shit. and getting life and shit. Niggas out here doing life over shooting a nigga where you can rob a nigga and you can erase this if you want to and get 2 years. But all I'm saying is, niggas, come on, be smart. How can they let us get PP loans where we can open our own company and y'all stupid ass niggas is not open up a company and then they give you unemployment and then you ain't never had a job in your fucking life. But you gonna get some money.
There you have it. Crunchy Black. Always a pleasure and an honor, man. I see you looking good, by the way. You look skinny. You know, it looks like you lost a little bit of weight.
I lost weight?
Looks like it.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
You look healthy. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I'm trying to, cause Paul and them ain't gonna fuck with me if I ain't on my shit. Paul and Juicy, and I want to fuck with Paul and Juicy because they don't talk me a lot of shit. So if I ain't healthy and look like I got some shit going on, them niggas is not fucking with me, dog. Did you see the last show? This show we finna do? Return of what it is?
Return of the Rock?
No, they shit.
Oh, the 3 6 Mafia.
The 3 6 Mafia tour. They told me we got one show this year. Next year we got a lot of shows. The shows that we already got paid for. But they said that we got one show this year, and I'm not on that show. I'm not on that show, and I know why I'm not on that show. Because I'm in the neighborhoods, I'm everywhere, and they think I got COVID-19. But I want Paul and Juicy to watch this. This nigga already almost died from COVID-19. I keep a mask with me, brother. I keep a mask with me. Don't act like I'm against y'all when I'm 100% with you.
There we have it. Until next time, Crunchy Black. Peace.
Love. Big love. Hashtag big
Yes,
love.
sir.
Hey man, I appreciate you like a motherfucker. But let me do one thing. Yeah, this is my new studio that I go to. They hook my clothes up. They finna do all my videos and all that. Vote
309.
309. Lucky
And Dan.
Lucky and Dan. They been looking out for me since I've been in Peoria. Make sure you put this at the end.
I got you.
I
Done deal.
appreciate you.
Until next time.
Till next time.
Peace.
Don't be mad. Get glad. TV, nigga. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.